Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. First things first, actually this video had to be uploaded on Friday, but I'm really sorry. I just procrastinated a lot. I was in Calcutta right now. I am in Calcutta right now, so I couldn't actually make a good video. And then it was supposed to be a 2021 journal setup, but then before doing that, I had to also have a self reflection about myself in my 2020 journal. So, when I was doing that, I had a small doubt about myself, about what was the professional growth, what was the growth in my career, and what was the personal growth I had. Then I thought, why not make one such video so we can all share about it. Seriously, 2020 had been like a giant burden on all of us. It took all our plans away, all our anticipated things of 2020, and also our resolutions and whatnot. Half of the year went with COVID 19 and its discussion, and also panic about it. And then we had politics. And now, when we think we finally had time for ourselves, the year is about to end. We are already in December. So, when we reflect 2020 and what we did, which was worth mentioning, we might not find anything which is super duper worthy thing or super duper achieved thing. And there, just right there, we start disappointing on ourselves, and the cycle again begins, which is feeling that we didn't do anything, binge watching Netflix, and also binge eating chocolate fudge. Yes, because we think that we didn't do anything worthy and we wasted a whole year, which is really important for us. But I think there is more than just a professional growth. Let's just think of our personal growth for once. 2020 has given us an ample amount of time to stay at home, to stay with ourselves, to spend time with ourselves, to do the things which we are usually dependent on others, like cooking, like having some time to read. And we always try to say that we are busy, that we don't have enough time to do those things, but still, we had time this year. So I think it's more important that 2020 is more about the personal growth than this professional growth. This year, it made me realize how important mental health and self consciousness is in an individual's life. I myself have went through a lot because even though I'm at home, I was on a constant grind for my PG, and yeah, so a lot of things have been changed from the beginning of January to the end till this day. So I wanted to share this with you. I have a few prompts which really helped me to gain some consciousness about what happened through the whole year, and I wanted to share them with you. This is gonna be a little bit of activity kind of thing, an insight of before and of after things, so you can easily compare what happened till now and what happened in this whole year. So let's get started. I have my questions ready here. So the first one is, when was the last time you did some self-care routine for yourself before 2020, and how did that change this year? The second question is, when was the last time you sat down on your couch doing nothing, and did you get any time this year? What are the habits you tried hard to make before 2020, and how did it change? Did you make any of them in this year? So you can add a few more depending on your daily routines, depending on your comparison, because everyone is different in the years, and these are the few ones which I thought I should include in my journal. So now let's get into what are my answers to this. First, when was the last time I had a self care routine for myself? Truly, I never had one. I always wanted to have some simple self care routine, but then I was lazy, and two, I was really lazy. I always told myself that because I was doing work, I don't have enough time to do some self care, some skincare routine, even though I needed it. So when I came back home after my college and I literally had a lot of time after lockdown, I thought maybe it's time, because now I don't have anything to say to myself, and now I have a lot of time in the morning and the night. And then I changed myself. I started with a simple small things, and the biggest change was when I bought like all the skincare stuff which is really required for my skin, and because I don't want it to waste them, I started doing my skincare routine. Now I do a 1 hour routine in the morning and a half an hour routine in the night before going to sleep, and it really changed my skin. And that actually built a lot of confidence in me. And also, the self care routine I have right now, the skincare routine I have, it gives me some time to pause from all the thoughts I have, give some good time, some peaceful time for me where I only concentrate on tiny stuff which is not very complicated, and that really changed my mornings a lot. So, yeah, I 2020 really helped me have that skincare routine which I longed for like 5 years. Number 2, when was the last time I sat down doing nothing? So first thing, sitting down and doing nothing doesn't mean you eat and watch Netflix or Prime or anything else. Sitting down and doing nothing means, it literally means doing nothing, like sitting idly. Although we say that an idle mind is a devil's warehouse, but still, sometimes taking break, sitting down and doing nothing is really important in this fast-paced place we have. Okay, I didn't get that word, but still, we are so much into a lot of stuff. We do multitasking daily. We study, we read, we do our business, we go through Instagram, we manage our blog posts, we talk to our parents, we talk to our friends, we think about a lot of stuff. Our brain needs space, and even in sleep we are really busy with our dreams. And I know a lot of us, in fact all of us, have dreams. Though we say that sleep gives our brain some rest, sometimes we really need that space of sitting down and doing nothing. And 2020, I think I got like a lot of time doing that, because every day, not every day but every other day, so whenever I feel overwhelmed, whenever I have that a sense of being anxious, I just sit down, put up my headphones without any music. I just keep my headphones on, I sit down in my room and just do nothing. Or maybe sometimes I just drink some coffee, no coffee, I just drink some green tea or water, but I just sit down and start thinking first, because that's what I do when I sit down idly. But then slowly my thoughts go dumb. That is, I don't have any thoughts in my brain. So, yes, I I never thought I would sit idly and do nothing. I never thought I would have no thoughts in my brain, but yes, I really had that time in my daily life, and I think that really helped me clear out a lot of anxiousness from me, and I think you should also try that. Number 3, what are the habits you tried really hard to make before 2020? How did that change, and did you make any? Yes, I would definitely say I made a lot of habits, a ton of habits, uh, which I really wanted to do since long, but I couldn't do because again I was lazy, and I told myself that I didn't have time to do them, or I just uh, thought that this can be done again later because these are not important. But having a habit and a routine is really important to have. Like, for me, as me, I like to be staying organized, and this year it really helped me build that habits of me, because I started journaling like 4 years back, and I always implemented that habit tracker in my journal, in my monthly journal, in my yearly journal. But I never did that because I don't know, I couldn't do that. But this year I started reading. I wanted to get rid of Netflix, but then reading had become a really good habit for me. Now I don't watch Netflix that much, but I literally read every day. And then I started my routines, my morning and evening routine, which is also another habit in making. And then I also started meditation, because meditation, I felt it is a necessity for me, because of all the chaos in my mind, all the jumbled thoughts I have. So I just sit down in the morning for like half an hour. I don't think I'm a good meditator right now. I cannot meditate for more than 10 minutes, but I just sit idly in my room or in my on my terrace and just try to meditate and do some yoga. So yes, those habits which I thought I could never do, I could never make for myself, I did it in 2020. The biggest we the biggest mistake we do while we start self-reflecting ourselves in our journal is that we think about the visible achievements we make in our life, in our year. Like for example, getting a good sum of growth in our social platforms, or getting a promotion in our job, or getting good grades in our exams. But what more is important is that these small personal achievements, which might look a tiny change, but they really make a big difference in a in our future selves. The biggest mistakes we do while we start self-reflection in our journal is that we try to find out the big visible achievements which we had this year, like getting good grades in our exam, like getting a promotion, or having a good amount of growth in our social platforms. But I think what more is important is that even the small personal growth, small personal changes which we had in our daily life all through this year is also makes a big change in our future selves. So one big thing which happened to me this year is having a self-care routine for myself, because as I said, it really changed me a lot. It really changed the idea and the way I think about myself. So that's a small part from my side to help us all get into 2021 with a positive feeling. We learn from tiny little things, and 2020 had been like a bunch, like a whole lot of new things. And I hope you guys too learned a lot of stuff this year. With that, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and see you soon till next video. Also, let me know in the comments section below about what was the big change or what was the big achievement in your personal growth which you had in 2020. And do like, share, subscribe the video, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. My handle is given down in the description below.